Before the first goal is scored, FIFA World Cup 2026 is already surrounded by controversy. The FIFA World Cup is the most watched sporting event on earth. Billions watch it and millions dream of attending it. And in 2026, it will be bigger than even before. With 48 teams competing in 104 matches across three host nations, the United States, Canada, and Mexico. With more teams, more matches, and more fans than ever before. Everything about the tournament feels historic. The World Cup is supposed to bring people together. For a few weeks, people forgot their differences, celebrate the same goals, and unite behind the same game. But this time, before a single match has even begun, people are talking about something else: controversy, visa problems, ticket prices, politics, and growing frustrations from fans. As a result, the biggest question is no longer just who will win the World Cup, it is whether this tournament could become one of the most controversial tournaments in football history. To understand why, we need to go back to where it all began. When FIFA awarded the tournament to United States, Canada, and Mexico, the football world celebrated. It felt like a historic decision. For the first time ever, three countries would host the World Cup together. The new format promised more teams, more matches, and more opportunities, and a bigger global celebration than ever before. For FIFA President Gianni Infantino, it represented the future of football. For fans, it looked like perfect World Cup, and on pitch, everything looked perfect too. Argentina wanted to defend its crown. France, Brazil, England, Spain, Portuguese, and Germany all believed they could lift the trophy. Young stars like Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Lamine Yamal, and Vinicius Jr. were preparing the biggest stage in football. And many supporters hoped they would witness one final World Cup chapter for Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Everything seemed ready for history until the headlines started changing. Because one of the first major controversies was about access. The World Cup is meant for the old world. Yet reports of visa delays and entry difficulties quickly attracted international attention. And that created a simple but powerful question. If the World Cup belongs to everyone, why are some fans struggling just to get there? For supporters, this is not a small issue. Imagine spending years dreaming about attending a World Cup, saving money, planning your trip, buying your ticket, and then discovering that reaching the stadium may be the hardest part. That is why concerns about immigration policies and border restrictions became such a major topic. And because the United States is hosting most of the matches, discussions about immigration policies included those associations with Donald Trump's political agenda. Before those concerns could settle down, another controversy arrived: money. For many supporters, attending the World Cup is bigger, more expensive than ever. Some group stage tickets were promoted from around $60, but many high demand matches cost hundreds of dollars. Premium packages reached thousands of dollars, and resale prices climbed beyond it. For many fans, the problem is not just the ticket, it is the flight, the hotel, the transport, the food, and entire trip. Suddenly, what should be a celebration starts feeling financially impossible. That raises another important question: is the World Cup still a festival for football fans, or it's slowly becoming an event only wealthier supporters can afford? For decades, FIFA has insisted that football and politics should stay separate, but many believe that has become increasingly difficult because decisions made by government now affect who can travel, who can attend, and how fans experience the tournament. And when politics began influencing access, travel, and participation, it naturally becomes part of football controversy. But the controversy does not stop there, because this is the biggest World Cup ever organized. 48 teams, 104 matches, 3 countries, 16 host cities. More teams means more travel means more cost and more complexity. Some teams and supporters could travel thousands of kilometers between matches. Environmental groups has also raised concerns. The first concern is the increase of carbon emission caused by millions of flights and journeys across North America. Their second concern is the enormous transportation footprints created by hosting a tournament spread across such a vast distances. Supporters call it progress, critics call it excess. But here rises the biggest question of all. Is FIFA World Cup 2026 going to be remembered as a celebration of football, or as a tournament remembered for its controversies? It is also about money, politics, access, and also the growing questions surrounding the modern game. Soon the matches will begin, the stadium will fill, and the world will finally focus on football. But when the tournament is over, what will people remember most? The football that united the world, or the controversies that divided opinions from the very beginning? Right now, nobody knows, but the answer is coming, and the entire world will be watching. In the end, FIFA World Cup 2026 should be celebration of football, a celebration of fans in the stadium, and for the millions watching from their homes. One team may win, many teams may lose, but above all, this tournament should be remembered for the love love of football, the memories it creates, and the history it writes, not for the controversies surrounding it.